Welcome to this week's episode of Reals&Feels. I'm your host, T Greasy, with my co-host
Janelle.
and our producer extraordinaire.
C Major.
And let me get into what I did this week. So I joined my line dancer group officially. I'm in there. First event is coming up here in a couple of weeks, and I'm a little nervous. Can't even front. I'm in overtime learning line dance. Has been on YouTube trying to bring myself up to speed because I don't want to be the weakest link. If we're gonna be on stage, which it looks like we are the featured group of this event. I don't want to be the one in the middle fucking up the rotation, turning when I'm supposed to, facing the wrong way, kicking when I'm supposed to be boot scooting, whatever the case may be. I don't want to dip when we're supposed to be pivoting and shuffle stepping when I'm supposed to be twirling. I got homework to do. So that's what I'm going to be on the next week and a half, is just trying to get as much of this shit down pat as possible. Because right now, I feel like, Ms. Janelle, maybe you can help me, or C Major even, like, you see a line dance happening at a party. I never start the line dance. I'm a joiner. So after like 2 or 3 rotations, I pretty much get the gist of it and I could just flow into it. But if we're going to be, we got to start this shit. That means everybody got to know what they're doing at the same time. I don't know what I'm doing at the same time. I know what I'm doing at the third time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's a little pressure. So I'm trying to bone up on all these various line dances and cram. I'm studying. Like it's like college all over again. I'm cramming for an exam. I got 2 weeks to get it together and get my feet together. And boy, one thing I will say is I had to book a massage earlier this week because all this extra leg work and footwork I'm doing has really been tightening up some places, and my age is showing and I need to stretch more. All the things are being exposed right now, Miss Janelle. I don't know. Yeah, I got to figure out some other PT to get my limbs going. A little yoga maybe, mix that in, because I'm tight. Shit is crazy right now. So hopefully in the next week or so I can get it together and be of good use to my crew. But the So Icy Steppers, northern Atlanta northern Atlanta area. That's their name on IG. I'm repping now. It's official. You might see me on this podcast with some colors. I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna try to rep as much as possible. I respect the team is dope. The president is dope. Everybody's been extremely friendly during this process, as far as like watching me learn the shit and kind of keeping an eye on me and making sure I understood, the line dances, the formations, all of that stuff. They've been really, really cool and just a sweet group of people. So I'm looking forward to being outside with them. I told them, she was like, how'd you come to the decision? I was like, yeah, I need an excuse to go outside. I ain't shaking my ass in a minute. So this is a great opportunity for me to go out and shake my ass. I encourage T-Boom to do the same, find her a troupe down on her side of town. So she's looking into that. First event is March 14th. I'm trying to help them sell tickets because this is business too. So amazing group of people, like I said, and I'll keep y'all posted. Maybe some clips or pictures and things of that nature. Y'all, hey, I understand. Y'all might see me in some things. It's okay. I get it. Fry me up, do whatever you have to do. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm having a good time. So that's what I did this week. C Major, you want to go, or you eating?
No, we can get it going.
All right.
I got a low key hard stop. So
Okay.
yeah, I mean, real quick about my week. Monday I had back at the bowling, and I had 2 slum ass weeks. This week started off slum, picked it up, got back in the 200s in my final game. So that kind of boosted my morale for the rest of my week. Got in touch with my man Black, aka 4-3, talked about some things, which ultimately led to the release of my latest single, Crazy World, produced by Roppy Chulo, featuring Adrian Rose, streaming everywhere. And the video is soon to come. Soon to come. So you'll see more, on my IG at C Major. And yeah, that's pretty much been the two highlights. Outside of that, just prepping for this battle. Had to face off the other week. That's why we had it on this same platform, so I still got the background up. I wasn't too cocky, y'all. They asked me what the background's for. I just said I just live behind the graveyard. That's all.
Oh.
No.
See, man. I need video. Somebody got to video this joint. I need please, somebody, fam, whoever's going in attendance. Yeah, please. I need that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that's it. That's it.
Okay. Miss Janelle, how's your week?
The week was chilled out. Went to see Bilal last night. I'ma always see that. I'ma always buy that ticket, man. Like the vocals it's ridiculous. And his arrangement, because he keeps it fresh. His version of Sometimes last night was, so that was dope. That was amazing. I was in the car and Sponsor by Tierra Marie came on. One of my favorites. I wish that song did so much more for her. That shit.
That song goes, young.
That shit from the Gucci to the Soulja Boy to the what? It just goes. So my assignment for everybody is you can find Sponsor on YouTube, definitely. It might not be on your Spotify or your Apple Music or whatever, but
that's one of them joints that stay on my playlist.
You can definitely find it on YouTube. You need to listen to Sponsor, young, and just appreciate it for everything that it is. So yeah, that's it.
That was a bop.
Super bop. All time. Every party I do, I try to incorporate. I keep it alive. I need to, Tierra need to pay me because I keep that joint spinning every party I do. You gonna hear the I'm what?
Yeah. It should have meant so much more. It really.
I mean, a study got to be done on that, especially for the DMV folks, because I know that goes off. People often forget about it, but when they hear it, it goes off, and then anything by Sherry Dennis goes off in the DMV.
Yeah, man.
Two artists where the ball was dropped. I don't understand that. That was just gold. Speaking of artists, if I may you know what? Let's go into the touchy subject. Touchy subject, Miss Janelle.
All right, good people. Touchy subject. Do you feel like you're worthy of love without performance?
Without performance.
Yep.
Like I'm worthy of. That's what you're basically saying. I feel like I'm worthy of love without having to do acts to receive love.
However you deem performance.
Okay.
Like, do you have to? Can you be your full self, or do you have to actually get theatrical? Do you have to perform feats to feel like you're worthy of love? Do you need to express in a certain way? And this is not saying that this is not just romantic, this is family, this is whatever. And this is not saying that people are demanding those things, because we're not asking about the other person. Do you feel like you're worth it whether you do anything extra or not?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I guess an example would be I've had multiple relationships, whether it be romantic, friendship, family, who've said that my demeanor alone brings them a certain peace, a certain calm, and they love me for that. So and that demeanor is just me in my natural state. So I do believe that I am worthy of love without being performative, and I could just be myself and still, get love within the room and potentially recruit people without even knowing to become new friends or, make sure family that may love me as well.
I've heard similar. You actually took the words right out of my mouth because I've heard the exact same. And in those moments where I think one of the differences between you and I, C Major, is every now and then I'll say a hard truth and I might put it in a tone that's funny, or it might be taken as funny, but I'm not really joking. It's really true. And even in those moments, people will come to me like, yeah, I know you was carrying the shit out of me, but I love that shit. Like, I love the way you did that, And it took me a while because I've always been so serious. Like, people will laugh and I'm like, I wasn't being funny, but okay, yeah, I don't have much to add to it. I think you just, you took my answer. You sure? The answer is yes, Miss Janelle.
All right, Miss Janelle, tell us how much you hate yourself. I know. I'm sorry.
Damn. No, I honestly have always believed that I'm worthy of love just for showing up. But I tell you what my problem is. I think people don't get hip to their need to love me fast enough. And so
talk your shit.
I think that people don't understand the value that comes with loving a player like me until it's not necessarily too late, but they've lost out on some benefits bullshitting about who the hell I am, And so it's basically how you're not gonna love me, bitch. I'm me.
Mm-hmm.
Real sure.
But I think that people are so used to love being this extraneous goal. Like, I have to figure, you know what I mean? It's like, when people be on that, I'm not in love. I kind of love them, or I got to wait till I say I love them and I got to do this. And they think it's all of these things that you have to check off before you can say, no, I love that person.
Mm-hmm.
And I think people waste a lot of time with that shit because look at who the fuck I am. Right. Look at how I move. Look at how I go. Look at how solid I am without any prompting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That checklist of activities and shit that needs to happen. Yeah. Fuck that shit. I remember being a young nigga trying to go by that shit. And to your point, I missed out on some shit because I'm over here. Well, we need at least about 2 to 3 weeks before, college. She made to learn a lot between the 112 situation and this shit here. College, she made to learn.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's real shit. That's real shit, definitely. I do want to hit one Jai News topic before you depart us, C Major. That's not in the chat because this was breaking in real time this week. 50 Cent versus the Harris family. Are you up to date? Have you heard the various? There are a lot of shots fired. Have you heard any of the shots?
I heard snippets.
Okay.
Of I believe all of the shots.
Okay. So 50 posted a picture of Tiny and made some disparaging comments in regards to his beef with Tip. And this all started because Tip kind of led us into the back and forth with the verses, and how 50, according to Tip, agreed to do the verses and then backtrack, and he just let it be known on the podcast. 50 then responded the way he always does by firing off a bunch of memes, and I don't think he in a million years thought that this was going to happen. And it's been a dismantling of 50 lyrically. And 50 has tried to fire back with memes, but the family is firing with music.
Yeah.
And it's been like everything I would expect if somebody tried to beef with Wu-Tang is happening right now. Like you got King coming in with the most hoodest whatever. Like his approach is wild, old dirty bastard style, right? And then you got Damani coming in genius style. Like it's just been so many different versions of disses going out and aimed at. Then you got Buddy Red. Like I wasn't ready for the folk rock diss track. You know what I'm saying? Like the shit has been surgical to a certain level. And in the spirit of good hip hop beef, I'm loving this. I really am loving the tactics being used, and more so like the loyalty and the camaraderie amongst the Harris family is more. I'm psyched. I've been sitting back watching and listening, and Damani just.
First of all, I fuck with Damani, beef or not. So I got his songs on my shit. So Damani is that nigga. But this is like hip hop history, I believe. Like I don't think ever before has there been a family beef where lyrics have been exchanged between all of them towards one op. So yeah, this is exciting to hear and watch coming from him. I don't believe 50 is going to respond with music. I think he knows he's beyond that. I think he knows, even though my generation, your generation may still fuck with him and what he did. I don't think it's going to have that same effect. So yeah, I'm just interested to see where this is going to go, how long it's going to last, because like it's only but so many memes you could post when you getting your shit cooked.
Yeah.
And if he does respond with music, yeah, let's see.
I don't think he's interested in rapping anymore at all. I don't think there's any part of 50 that is ever interested in getting back in the music game. And like I don't think I can blame him. I think he might feel like it's beneath him at this point.
Yeah, he reached the highest. Well, to the point he reached some of the highest heights in music.
Yeah, I think he's making, for him, the reward isn't greater than what he's already got his hands and fingers and toes in, which is TV, movie making. Like that's just a whole nother level of money making on his behalf. But a lot of things we can credit, especially King, just reminding us of just how of 50's character overall. I think we all knew it. I think especially those of us who are a little bit older have heard the rumors, have at least seen some instances or news reports about some of 50's behavior in the past, and even called that out when he executive produced the Diddy doc as, you throwing stones at and you're in a glass house type of thing. Like you have your own domestic abuse allegations, you have your own issues from the past that if a documentary was to dig deeper into them, you would be in you wouldn't be in a favorable light. So I feel like King and Damani and all the Tips kids who have participated have done a great job of exposing and just kind of bringing that information back to the surface and reminding the general public of just who Curtis is. But to your point, Damani's precision, it was genius. Like it was just like to me, like that. Yeah. When I heard that, I was like, yo, like people kept comparing it to the way Kendrick.
Yeah, it was the Meet the Grams. So like it was It was straight out of that playbook, and to do that successfully, not even a whole 365 days removed from Kendrick's original disc, and to still have that same impact. Yeah, I think the money's gonna be all right. He's gonna be all right. And it's not gonna be because of his father's name.
No.
Literally, I'm excited for this for Damani to, hopefully motherfuckers fuck with this shit.
Yeah. I just I was very pleased and very pleasantly surprised at the responses. Honestly, I thought King was gonna be super wild. I'm actually kind of impressed with his lyrics. In front, I didn't think he had what he had in him, and that was pretty dope to watch. So, I know you got a hard stop at 11, and it appears that Miss Janelle is having some technical difficulty. Let's do one job news, and then I'll let you go, and we'll see if we can't get Miss Janelle back. And I'm looking at. Oh, there she is. I think. Oh, hey. Wait a minute. All right, let me let her load up first, and then we'll go from there. Nicki Minaj. Oh, job news. Let me hit the button. There we go. I already hit it. Never. I'm sorry. A lot going on, people. Trying to get everything going. Nicki Minaj loses her second lawyer in $10 million lawsuit. Her second attorney in a $10 million defamation case has asked to withdraw, citing months of silence from the rapper and her inner circle. Nicki Minaj is without legal representation again. Attorney Matthew Abbott has asked the court to let him withdraw from her $10 million defamation case, telling the judge that neither he nor his firm has been able to reach the rapper in months despite repeated attempts. Abbott, who is also a lawyer for Minaj's management company, filed court documents stating that his team reached out to Minaj and her accountants by text and email on multiple occasions and received no response. The filing asked the court for an extension to give Minaj enough time to find a new permanent attorney before the case moves further. This is a bad sign if your lawyers are dropping out. This is a bad sign if you're not responding to your lawyers. That means, for me, I know I talked about this in the producers portion of the show. If you don't respond to me, I feel like you don't care about, this is your product. This is your shit. So you at least have to be in communication. So she's not serious. Ergo, the lawyers aren't serious. Ergo, they probably just wind up dropping this thing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Don't they still keep the retainer? Like,
yeah, that's what the retainer is. You had to pay me for for showing up and saying I was your lawyer. Yeah.
Yeah. Silliness. Miss Chanel, you posted this TikTok of Tyra Banks
selling her hot ice cream in Australia. And what is their summertime? The TikTok just looked unhinged. I finished the documentary. It just looks like she does not know how to not be famous. She does not know how to not be the face of things. Because even if this product is good, she does not need to be the face of it. Like, I think she's suffering from not being able to just go into business and not be Tyra Banks going into business, if that makes sense.
Let me see if I can, at least, we might not get the audio, but yeah, y'all got to see this. Yeah. I don't know. Whoever did her face, doctors, cosmetologists, she looks good. But this is not exactly what you would expect from someone who just went through who just appeared in a documentary that was pretty much bashing their character and the way they handle things on a show. Let me back it up and see if I can get the audio to play now.
No, that wasn't Tyra. That was Santa.
Can y'all hear that?
I'm Tyra. She's Santa Smiles, yellow hair, don't care, crazy, diva from the South Pole with a southern accent. Definitely not. You know what? I think she's actually going to be here at the Smiles and Dreams shop tonight. We have a party, this big party. She's going from Sydney to New York to bring my hot ice cream to New York. I can't believe it because she hates me. She hates that I haven't been in hot ice cream. But she's going to do me a solid, and she's going to take it from Sydney to New York, and she's doing a big party tonight. It's like free ice cream, and she said something like, "Oh, no, it's just crazy." But party tonight, 8 o'clock here. She'll be here. I won't. By the way, anything she says about me is a lie. She's crazy. If you don't hear it from my mouth, it's not true.
Get a marketing team.
You see the card?
This was, if I look at the post, this was, I'm sorry, I misspoke. This was from December of 2025, based on the TikTok post. But even still, hot ice cream sounds crazy. Isn't that just hot chocolate?
She says that it's not. She says it's not creme anglaise. She says it's not anything we've ever seen before. It's not a latte. It's not hot chocolate. My thing is, like I said, product might be top tier, might be the shit. Hire a marketing team. Be the person behind it. Put the money up. You don't need to be the face of anything, because right now, anybody who's just seen the documentary or whatever, who might have been like, oh, if I hate you, I hate the product. Mm-hmm. And you could have done your thing and not been in front of any cameras about it because you're not good at it. You're not doing a good job. You're not doing a good job explaining it.
No.
You're not being funny and quirky like you think you are. People think that you're crazy. And that doesn't, and I'm not saying that, I'm not casting that on to Tyra Banks. I'm not saying that she is crazy, but I'm saying that the moves that you're making do not look good for you or for your product. It's okay to be the person in the background and get a marketing team to market your goods.
Absolutely. I agree. And this is, she has a history of this.
I think she doesn't know how to not be seen.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunate.
I mean, she's a supermodel. She's the better part of her adolescence and teenage and young adult life. She was in front of the camera. She can't step back, I guess. The fame is a powerful drug, I guess. I don't know what else to say. Yikes, you know?
Yeah. Damn, man, made me really feel. I'm glad Will was able to move on from that Fresh Prince, man.
Wow. There could be a study on how that worked. How that even, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna move on to Sunshine Benzi, a white rapper that was posted on social media early this week, and then it went radio silence right after I sent this in the chat. I didn't see anything more about Benzi the rest of the week. I feel like Black women got her the fuck out of here promptly, and I don't know if we'll ever hear from her again. I'm just gonna keep it funky. It's just like literally the next day I went and scrolled and I couldn't find her anywhere.
I think that's for the best.
I think so too, man. I think so too. But let's get into this. This is the post that generated concern for me.
I'm fighting for my life right now against every white hip-hop head with a stringy ass middle part on Instagram because on the radar I posted that thick white girl rapping and I commented and I said, please, no more white rappers, it's been enough. People are in my comments talking about rap doesn't belong to one race and you sound dumb and there's even black people talking about, oh, she gets a pass because it sounds good. You niggas have low racial self-esteem, and that's the problem you gotta work on. Black people be so quick to, oh, but it sounds good, it sounds good. Duh, dummy, it sounds good because she stole her whole look sound low from black people. This is why it sounds good because she studied us and copied us and is selling this shit right back to us. One black man was commenting talking about, I haven't heard nothing like this since 2005, Lil' Kim and Missy Elliott. I commented back, I said, don't she literally exist? This shit is so insulting, and I'm so sick of it, actually. Y'all will hype anything as long as it's in some white skin. The only white rapper I go hard for is Mac Miller. You bitches are not Mac Miller. You're not even a rap thriller. Bitch, get out of here.
I know this is not my culture. I just want to be respected and welcome with open arms, and respect is earned. And I get that, but
no. The answer is no. Fuck no. Yeah. No. We're not going to show you respect in our culture. You was right in the beginning. You said, I know it's not my culture. That's where the shit needs to stop. The answer is no. Absolutely not.
Enough. Okay. It don't even sound like she grew up in the right neighborhood to do this. You know how when we moved to Prince George's County in the DMV, we moved into neighborhoods where there was this exit of white families from certain neighborhoods in the Prince George's County area. Maybe they moved further out to Anne Arundel County, Howard County, deeper into Prince George's County or St. Charles, wherever they left because the blacks were coming. Okay. But you had a few white families that maybe they didn't have the means to make the great escape, or they were like, fuck it, this was always my dream house. I'm staying here. Whatever the case may be, you had those families still in those neighborhoods, and they are homegrown, if you will. They have the characteristics. They hung around. They grew up with us. They have the lingo. They listen to the same music. They dress the same way. And in a lot of cases, they are just they're a product of their environment now. Like maybe their parents had grown up listening to pop, rock, whatever alternative, had a different cultural affiliation. But the kids now growing up with the rest of these black kids in this neighborhood, we all on the same team, or at least it felt like that. When I got to the clip of her talking, and to the TikToker or IG person's point, the first word is, I know this isn't my culture, and you sound like that. I don't then want to go to the next slide of you sounding like something else. That's what rubbed me the wrong way immediately. Now, the first person on the slide going through all of, talking about Black Americans having a inferiority complex and letting any white person into the culture, that discussion definitely has to be done. I think everybody made points throughout that 3 slides. But I think the one thing that just stood out to me is like, yo, you don't even sound like you grew up with us. Like, you cosplaying as that's just playing in our face for real to me. And I can't, I just couldn't. So I had
her lyrics are offensive.
Yes.
Her lyrics are fucking offensive. That's why I was in the chat saying fuck her, because I saw that prior to you putting it in, but I saw her explanation and all of that. And my shit is, yeah, we need to gatekeep the culture, but I'm not saying that it has to exclude all white people. You get white people who come in and they rap about their white business. They rap about white things.
Yep.
Yeah.
They rap about, this bitch talk about where my pick be.
No.
Now it's a caricature. Now you're now fuck you for your whole entire life. You've never used a pick in your life. Like that's the shit that, like, because I could even get away with, like you said, Grease, if she grew up around it, you put the hoops on and you don't, okay, but you've never in your life needed a pick for anything.
Never.
So to me, you didn't even come up with that. You didn't even write that. Somebody, AI, your buddy, somebody's giving you shit and you're just doing it and you're trying to do it for a come up. And I'm not buying it.
Nah, I'm with you.
Not at all.
Who could vouch for you? Like, who, like Like you talking real heavy, real crazy, and like who's vouching for you? Because if it's Connor and Sarah, like nigga, like
yeah. Who your OGs?
yeah, right. Who jumped
But
you in, nigga?
even with that, because fuck Iggy Azalea, and she had the backing of T.I. You know, like I don't even care who you with, because they might be seeing the ability to get money off of you or whatever. And
good point. Bringing up
Yeah.
the culture's too expensive. The culture should be more expensive.
That part.
It shouldn't be that free for all, that grab. Nah, no sir.
And it's enough. It's enough because anytime any person of color, y'all protect y'all culture like it's like somebody wants it, and nobody ever like that. It's like there's a difference here. There's such a difference here because the messaging and the noise we're hearing coming from the Capitol and from certain political parties is all talking about white culture. And here we are looking at a white person who didn't grow up in hip hop culture put on a costume and imitate it. These are the same white people you're trying to protect their culture, but they're constantly in our business.
But see, the thing about it is she understands that she doesn't fit the type of whiteness that would get her anything in whiteness. So she can't go be a pop girly because she's not skinny and she's not whatever. She's not blonde hair, whatever white folks are saying you need to be white. So now you think you can come over here and get your shit off and then get rich and get on Ozempic or whatever the fuck you want to be to become unthick and be able to afford getting your hair bleached every month. Then you're going to go and be a pop girly. We've seen this movie many, many times. The only reason that, who's that bitch nigga, Post Malone, went and got the tats on his face because he knew either way he's a Nepo baby and he was going to survive either way. But let me get this quick money up. Let me be White Iverson. And then let me go do folk music. Like, nah.
As soon as you said, let me go get the pen, that's exactly what I thought about. I said, Post Malone got skinny and left.
Shit. That nigga bamboozled me. I was like, this nigga's he's the truth.
No.
And he lied.
He is. He's the truth. Now.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely is truth now.
Now is the truth. Him and Jelly Roll. Pack them up. Pack them all up.
Get the fuck out of here.
C Major's off to be a dad, y'all.
Yep. Love y'all.
Love you. Thanks for your time, bro. All right. So, yeah, that whole situation, that's exactly who I was thinking about at the time when you were talking about the pen and all that stuff. Like, we've seen this a million times. We're currently watching Jelly Roll's career people are pulling so many receipts from Jelly Roll. It's not even funny right now based off of his comments that he made in the Grammys. And that's the thing. We're in a world now where whatever you said and it was recorded, somebody can go get it.
Dated, time-stamped, and here forever.
And I understand context, and I understand you may not be the same person that you were back then, but it doesn't look good. When you add all of the things together, it's a solid case for cosplay, and it's a solid case of you willing to do whatever it takes to propel your career, whether that means stepping on people who really belong to the culture or not. So I hope I never see her again. It's been that way since I posted. So I'm feeling confident that we've done our job, community, to block this from becoming a thing. But also let's be mindful of how much praise we give certain people that step into the culture when we have no idea where they came from. We have no idea where their roots begin. We have no idea their motives. That's the number one thing for me, motives. I used to have this I love Justin Timberlake. I think he's a great artist. I think he is a very creative artist, and I still appreciate all of his music to this day, but I do feel a bit of abandonment in certain instances. He's portrayed himself to be one of those type of people at certain points in times. It's like he could always, these type of artists can always hide in their whiteness no matter what. And it's disappointing. It's disappointing when you spend money, when you've supported, when you've, given your fandom your ears, your time to helping an artist develop and become successful, and then they turn around and pull the wool from you. And as fans, it's just like, golly, you made me happy at one point. I can't take that away. Like you made me dance, you made me feel certain things, but you also made me question your intent and question your character. And I'm really slow to let some artists in. Music means way too much to me. And I feel too much from music to get caught up in those type of things. So when I see shit like this, it's an automatic, where you from? I'm Googling everybody. Where you from? Who's your crew? To your point, I know that doesn't always validate their belonging or sense of belonging in a particular culture, but I'm definitely, I'm looking at your friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing a lot of investigation before I personally accept you as part of the culture. Sometimes you're just a good singer, and that's fine. Sometimes you're just a good rapper, and that's fine. But to cosplay and to enter the chat, if you tried one avenue, if I see pictures of you trying it the pop way, and then you come back looking like Nicki Minaj, I got questions about your motives. Now, interestingly enough, in the past, we saw this in reverse, where Pink signed to LA and Babyface label, and they went out of their way to make her into something that she was not. And she came out and said something against it. That's why we fuck with Pink.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to know the truth of how to do this, I think Pink is a great study of that.
Yeah.
While she had the vocal know-how and the ability to sing certain songs, and she looked good in those early videos with LaFace Records, but she told us this wasn't really me. This was never really me. And that was a one and done. She went with what the label said. She tried it. It didn't work. She came back as her authentic self, and we still accepted that.
Mm-hmm.
So there's ways to make it. You don't have to cosplay or play a character of a culture. It's nasty work, y'all. It's nasty work. And I'm glad that the internet's got this shit out of here before it became something. So, Miss Janelle, where we at? I think that's all the jot news, right?
Yeah, it wasn't. We weren't heavy with news.
Nah, I think we good.
Oh well, we're at war as of.
Oh yeah.
As of the 28th of February.
Right at the last day of Black History Month, we got to go drop bombs on a country that. I'll say this. For those of us who are old enough, we've seen this before.
Yeah.
This is not even new. This is, I've seen, and thank you, social media, because a lot of people, because I was thinking, I'm hearing the same type of language.
Mm-hmm. They don't have a different playbook.
Yeah. No, this is the same shit.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on oil prices. Keep an eye on. Well, we already in war, like you said. We're in war. Those of you who have family members who are enlisted, talk. Plan. This can move very quickly, very fast. Technology, the two things that are different is technology is different now, and impact is going to be greater now. With the advancement of technology, that means that weapons are now able to do more damage with less effort. So we need to be mindful of that. And if you have family members in the military, reach out to them, love them down, hold them up. They may not respond right away, but keep sending messages, and that's all I got. And then batten down the hatches. That's golly, in our generation, how many is that so far? It feels like a lot. It feels like we've been through a lot of these.
Yeah. Definitely with Bush 1, Bush 2, rumblings of the BS with Reagan. We understand what it is.
Yeah.
And we understand also, like my brother is a vet, and please understand, to the folks that are in the military, we understand that you are not are not the driving force of this. We understand why people join the military. We understand all of those elements. We understand that you are not doing this. You don't have the uniform on for this dictator. We understand that. And like you said, Grease, lift them up, communicate, talk, understand what this is. Yeah.
Hey man, the oil, it just it amazes me that we're still fighting over the same 2 or 3 things. Fucking be 50 this year.
But what's interesting is that, other nations, China in particular, there are people who are like, oh, by the way, we're no longer heavily dependent on oil, so we don't have any stake in this. And that could have been us. It could have. Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got something for the community?
I do have something for the community. Last week, I said when it comes to this system and the games that they're playing with our lives and our money, we can opt out. But what I want to tell you this week, though, is to start playing. Start playing with your children. Start playing board games. Start letting them use that imagination. Start letting them use that critical thinking. Start playing with your peers. Join a dance group. Play kickball. Buy one of them red balls and just show up in a field.
Yeah.
Make up a game. Get back to what it meant to enjoy yourselves without spending a rack of money, without feeding the system. We have the blueprints. We know what to do. We've been here before. And if you think for a second that your kids won't go for it, I swear on everything. I got 2 young boys in here who love the PS5, but as soon as they pop, be like, hey, we going to the park. They're all in it. Start playing. Start reawakening that aspect of your life with your family, with your friends. It's cost effective. It's good for your soul. It's good for your physical. That's something that you can do because your wellness, your happiness, little bits of joy, they're not expecting us to have any of that. Lean into that.
Absolutely.
A good way to do that, start playing.
Yeah. And by doing that, if you become more of a community, i.e. the line groups and the step groups, you'll find other places where community can help each other. And so one of the things that I found down south, I think I've spoken about this briefly, but being in the group now and seeing how things are moving, we're talking about renting land from Black landowners. We're talking about hosting parties on all of this land that used to provide agriculture and food for the community, but since the government has done its very best to diminish that opportunity for our Black ranchers and farmers, they've looked for other means to make income. And now that we have this large community of folks who want to get together and dance and party outside, let's rent a couple of acres on this ranch and provide these Black ranchers and farmers some money to offset what the government has done to them. Let's invite Black vendors at a reasonable rate to set up for these events so that the Black dollars can be spent amongst each other. Let's invite Black DJs, sound operators, and engineers. These are many festivals that are happening down here in the South. I don't know if anybody else is aware. These are many have you heard anything about a major music festival so far this year? By this time, ticket sales would be through the roof. We would be hearing news about the whatever Palooza, whatever.
April and May.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of that so far. I think the dollars are moving back to the culture, and this is one of the effects of that. You know, I'm seeing it down here. Why spend $4,000 or $5,000 to fly to a remote area in California that's the desert, where I don't know the people, where I'm going to see artists that are disinterested, that are in it for their 20, 30-minute sets, a quick $4 or $5 million, and they're out of here. When I can go 20 to an hour drive up the highway to a land that's owned by one of us, where we're just sharing money, experiences, and community for 4 or 5 hours at a time. I can't wait to get fully involved in this. I can't wait to see how all of this works. I am absolutely interested and in love with the idea of what's going down around line dancing in the community so far. From what I've witnessed, I'm sure there's bad actors. There's bad actors in every group, in every situation. But man, this is promising, very promising from what I've been able to witness so far. We've got fashion designers that are getting their money. We've got cooks and food trucks that are getting their money. We've got engineers, like I said, getting their money. DJs are getting their money. Hell, even traditional corporate commercial real estate is getting money, because who's buying these spaces now? Well, you got 40, 50 people that want to get together and dance. Guess what? That empty vacancy space between the fucking Smoothie King and the and the mom and pop pharmacy, guess who's moving in right there? A little dance crew that's coming after work and getting it in. And then it just, the economy of it, I feel like we're going to see a mini renaissance here. And it's already started. So I'm very excited to see that. And like you said, let's lean into joy. Let's lean into things that make us happy. Thank you for reminding me to play games. It's been a minute since I got our crew here together to play some board games. We want to do that. We definitely want to do that. And I continue. Let's share. Yeah, let's share that, because we're losing skills. This new generation don't know how to play spades. Parents, what are y'all doing? Let's teach some classic games that we grew up on. I don't know how to play gin rummy. I need to learn how to play that. I can't even play with my aunties and shit. Like, we gotta get this back together. Those were the nights. That's the shit we need to do a little bit more of. So thank you for that, Mr. Chanel.
But also, like, just real quick, if I could touch on it with the kids especially, it's like kids don't know how to lose. Like, they can play video games all day and never actually lose the game. This, like I said, I'm not just talking to be talking. This is critical thinking. This is imagination. This is understanding rejection, the pain of losing, understanding that I need to get my skills up. Also, y'all have been getting y'all pockets beat up because of the privatization of play. Get a fucking ball, go outside, encourage your neighbors, let their kids come outside. They've privatized it in a way of you feel like you got to have a camp for your kid all day, every day. Get outside and the kids will start coming outside. If you see each other coming outside, and then you can be like, oh, I can let you go outside and play every day this summer. There's nothing wrong with that. That's still enriching. They're still learning. They're still socializing. Like, it's a lot to this, and it's healthy for you to do for a lot of reasons, but also recognize the ways in which the system has told you it has to cost money for your kid to play basketball. It has to cost money for your kid to play soccer. It has to cost money. It's a plethora of talent out here that just because they can't, pay the fees to join a traveling team, they'll never Run up the street, get a ball, go outside. Let the kids come out and play. If you got a day off, be the parent that's outside with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
We can do this, y'all. And it's important that we do.
Thank you for that, Miss Chanel. Thank you for that. I don't have two types of people in the world. What I will say is, catfish comes in all different sizes. This was reinforced recently when I decided to patron a local minority-owned food spot, and I ordered a catfish platter. And my old big back ways would be appalled at the sight of 2 pieces of catfish on a platter of catfish and 2 pieces didn't seem like that made sense to me. If you're talking about a platter, I want 5 to 6 pieces of catfish with a side. You know what I'm saying? But I have to get New York Prime Chicken spot around the corner, a plug, because their 2 pieces of catfish are probably the equivalent of 7. And it's fresh. So let's get back to this. I tie this right back into the community. Minority-owned business, fresh catfish. And you just see the difference. If I go to the chain spot and they gave me 2 pieces of catfish, I'm pissed off. 2 pieces of catfish at the chain spot is probably 2 ounces of actual meat. That's not fulfilling. But my man around the corner with the fresh fish, he's holding me down. Find your minority, or it could be anywhere. But if they are serving fresh food, go get fresh food. Now, my man does fry it up, and that's not always healthy, but fucking delicious. And you can taste the difference. You'll be able to slowly determine and see the difference between frozen. You might even be able to realize, oh shit, I've never had catfish.
I've never had it. Yeah.
When you get a restaurant that's actually serving fresh catfish, you probably never really tasted good catfish before in your life, because you're so used to the frozen bullshit that other places have been thawing out and frying for you. I encourage you, let's find fresh food. Let's find food that hasn't been processed. Yeah, that's my, it kind of leaked into your community tip, but also I was very pleasantly surprised by my man around the corner with his catfish. Yeah, between him and my little SA buddies that just popped up with a corn roaster in the middle of the fucking gas station, I'm good. Yeah, I don't even know how you transport that shit, but they get it out there every day, and they roasting hundreds of corn on the cob for your elote needs, whatever you want. They out there. They now they got a flat iron out there joint. Mr. Janelle, they out there chopping up, making up taco. They got fresh juice. Are they inspected? I don't know. Is it good? Yes. Is it fresh? Yes. So there you go. Eat some fresh food. Eat real food, people. Eat real food. Thank you for tuning in. As always, we appreciate you. For those who are producers, you get extra content every week on Patreon. If you want to become a producer, you can do so by going on Patreon, searching for Reals&Feels. You should see our account right there. It's $5 a month for you to become a producer. Do that. If you are listening or watching us on YouTube, please subscribe and share, like the episodes. That all helps build our equity. And hopefully, one day we'll blow up. I don't mind. I actually don't mind doing this, though. I really don't either. I don't mind. I don't mind where we are. I like that we have a little niche audience. I like that we could still see our people and talk to people. But at some point, I would like to retire and not have this cost me money. So I'm kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But thank you for your continued support. For those of you who are audio listeners and have remained that, thank you too. Really appreciate that. And till next time. Oh, just again, a little note. We'll be missing for a couple of weeks in March coming up, especially next week. And we'll see about the 15th. We'll see. See, Major has a performance. I have a performance on the 14th. So that's a tentative. And then also the last week of March, we will not be live. Maybe we'll throw an extra episode out there for the producers, but just want to give you a heads up on the schedule for March. So thank you as always for tuning in. Until next time, be good to each other and eat real food.